Hello everyone, Pranav here. Welcome back to my channel. मेरा नमस्ते आप सभी को. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fantastic as always. And welcome back to the 10th grammar lessons. And it is the most important grammar lesson because this is going to lay the foundation for tenses, which is very important when it comes to learning about English language. So make sure that you guys watch this video till the end and grab yourself a notebook and a pen because it helps you register in your subconscious mind 85% of the content. And if you're stuck somewhere, if you find some concept tricky or something, then pause the video, rewind, and relearn that. So, more on that, let's get started with the video. So before we get started with this today's lesson, let's recap what we have understood last week. So we covered about what is verb. It is the most important part of the sentence and it indicates two things about the subject, action and state of being, as you can see in the screen. Then we also discussed about verbs and its types, main verbs and auxiliary or helping verbs. So let's look into the qualities of verbs today. Like verb has two unique qualities like no other parts of speech has this. The very first quality verb has is that its change is depending on subject. And again, the second part being the verb change is depending upon its time of speech. First of all, let's look into the first quality, verb change depending on subject. So what do I mean by that? Like what is the reason or meaning behind it? Let me give you an example which will make it clear to you. I am short. Here subject is I, adjective is short and it's referring to the first person. Now let's take another example which is subject to second person. You are short. Your subject is to, adjective is short but it's referring to the second person. Now let's take another example which will denote the third person. He is short. Subject is he, adjective is short and it is third person. So if you can see that am became are and are became is, it's like from first person to third person, which is very unique and crazy. Hence, we can conclude that verbs change according to subject has no other parts of speech has this kind of behavior. And this is really unique, guys. Like, don't you think that? So let's take it further and understand the verb change depending on time of speech. It means that we are talking about past event, present event, or future event. Let's take some example to make things even clearer for you. Harsh comes here regularly. The event which is happening here is a present event because he is coming regularly. Let's take another example. Harsh came here yesterday. The event has already happened in the past, so it's a past event. Let's take another example. Harsh will come tomorrow. The event will happen in future, so it's a future event. As we can see, for different time, verbs change. Like comes become came become will come. So what are different form of verb? We will discuss about them now. So form of verbs are divided into three parts: base form, past form and past participle form. Let's take an example to understand what does it mean. With base form, sing, it remains sing. For past form, it becomes sang. And for past participle, it becomes sung. So apart from these three main forms, there are two other forms as well. That is SES form. It is used when subject is third person and in singular form. Let's for it take example. Base form plus S or ES, it sings. What is the second form? ING form is used when work is continuing while we're talking about it. Let's take some example. Base form plus ing, it's singing. So here I'm going to share with you the various forms of verb in a chart form where you can literally understand what is it all about. So here is the chart. As you can see, all the forms of verbs are here: base, past, part, participle, S or ES form, ing. And base is here: act, agree, bet, choose, crack, eat, spoil, buy. and accordingly things are been written for every different forms of verb. Make sure to pause this video and understand these forms very clearly. So I'm expecting you guys that you have paused the video and understood this thing. So let's take some sentence example which will make things even more clearer. So base form here is this, and verb we are using is buy. So I buy chocolate for a friend. If it's past, it will be bought, and I bought this car long back ago, which is happening in the uh, past event. Past participle bought. I have bought car. S or ES form buys. He buys food. ING form buying. I am buying groceries. So guys, this is what we have covered, and let's revise what we have covered today so far. We talked about the qualities of verbs, that it changes according to subject and time of speech, and then we talked about various forms of verbs, the three types, and plus two more, S and ES. And then finally, we talked about S and ES form in detail. What is it all about, its function, and also with example and sentence formation. So this is what I have to share with all of you today, and so this is pretty much about the video, guys. I hope I was able to add value. If you guys feel the same, then do like this video, share it with your friends and family, and do let me know in the comment section where you guys are tuning in from. It's amazing to know people globally. And if you guys feel that this video can be shared with your closed ones or people who want to learn basic English, then do that as well. And if you're new to my channel, then do subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon button so that whenever I come on my channel with my video, you get notified. And if you have any queries related to any sessions which I have shared with all of you, feel free to reach out to me in my Instagram ID and on YouTube as well. You can see my Instagram handle here. So yeah guys, this is pretty much for today, and I'll see you next week again with a smashing video. Till then, मेरा नमस्ते आप सभी को.